Park family. It's time for our centennial moment. Today we are 70 days out from celebrating our 100th anniversary as a church. Today and for the next few weeks, we want to take the time to acknowledge the leadership and the service of our current pastor, Claude Richard Alexander Jr. Our church has experienced many ups and downs, as most organizations do. However, in 1990, we found ourselves in need of a pastor. We had certain criteria that we were going to use in that selection process. We wanted someone who was over 35, we wanted someone who was married, and someone who had had substantial experience as a pastor. One Sunday in 1990, a young man came to our attention. He was recommended by some of our ministers. He came, he preached his sermon, and everybody was moved. Even though he did not meet the criteria that we had established, we knew that we were in spiritual need of someone who had his skills and his faith and his ability to communicate the word. So he was selected as our pastor. After choosing Reverend Claude Richard Alexander Jr., we experienced many sermons that helped us to grow spiritually. And that was basically what the church was in need of. As the sermons continued Sunday after Sunday, the word spread throughout the city that the University Park Baptist Church had a minister that was soul-stirring and spiritually developing. Lines were wrapped around our building, and soon the Keller Avenue location became too small to service the needs of the people. It was at this time that we recognized the visionary leadership of our pastor. As our church began to outgrow the Keller Avenue sanctuary, we began to look north on Beatties Ford Road and decided to purchase a plot of land to build a church that could accommodate the people and to meet the needs in every way that the congregation had. It was at this time that we recognized the visionary leadership skills of our pastor. He was involved in every aspect of the development, design, and creation and building of the Beatties Ford Road location. He had input into technology. He even had input into the artistic design of the cross outside the building. And as all of you are aware, his visionary leadership did not end at Beatties Ford Road. He began to see a need to accommodate worshipers in the South Charlotte area. So we began having service at South Mecklenburg High School. And as the people continued to come and the South Charlotte location grew, a church building was purchased on the Lancaster Highway. And thanks to the dynamic and inspirational leadership of our pastor, that church too is also growing. In 2006, we made another big step thanks to the visionary leadership of our pastor. We purchased the Charlotte Merchandise Mart, one of the largest buildings in our city. In 2014, we will be able to worship from that site full-time on the east side, thanks to the visionary leadership of our pastor and your generosity. We will also be able to extend the love, the life, and the lordship of Jesus Christ through technology all over the world. As we draw closer to celebrating 100 years of faith, I look forward to sharing more with you about the rich history of our church, the Park Church, and the inspirational and dynamic leadership of our pastor, Bishop Claude Richard Alexander Jr. Let's give God praise for our bishop.